Hi CI, I'm Chester. Today is Wednesday, November 26th, and it is a payday. The senior class variety show, Villains of Broadway, will be on Friday, December 6th, and Saturday, December 7th at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now until Friday, December 6th. Tickets are $5 in advance and $8 at the door. Come and support the senior class of 2014. Have a happy Thanksgiving, CI.
Today is Wednesday, the 27th. For lunch, hot sliced turkey with gravy, sweet potatoes, fruit choice, and a milk choice.
Welcome back to Sports with Mr. Black and my co-star Michael Myers, who is a little under the weather today. He had tryouts for an all-star football team.
It's our all-division Suffolk County all-star game. It's from Division 1 and 4 versus Division 2 and 3. So I believe 6 of us is going to be playing in that game, represent Central Islip and Division 2 football to play in the all-star game.
Outstanding, Mike. Very good job. We're all proud of you here.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. But one thing I will say is that we need you up. For Sports with Mr. Black, I need you in tip-top shape.
I'll be ready.
Okay, so maybe a cup of coffee before we go on next time?
Got you.
All right, sounds good. All right, now, on to sports. There's a major controversy going on with the New York Jets right now. Geno Smith has been up and down right now. I'm making the call that Geno's got to go. I want to see Sims in, and I think we've seen enough. This is a dress rehearsal for a franchise quarterback for the New York Jets. He's 11 games in. We're going on the 12th game for the Jets. He hasn't shown me much. I want to see what Matt Sims has before the draft comes. What say you?
I think we should keep Geno Smith. I feel like for a rookie and for our second-round rookie draft pick, who could have possibly even been a first-round rookie draft pick, that you should keep him in. You don't want to break his confidence. No, you don't really want to put on that Mark Sanchez bust title already on him. I think you should keep him in the game, letting him get experience. No, we're supposed to be a team. They didn't even have major goals to begin with. We're supposed to be a 0-16 team. I mean, Geno Smith has already helped lead this team to a 5-6 record, 5-7 record. So I feel like we have growing. Of course, every rookie quarterback's gonna have growing pains, but let him go out with this team.
What I'll say is this: there's an argument to be made going both ways. What's best right now for this franchise? You and I, we're rabid Jet fans. We want to see them win a championship.
Yeah.
We need a franchise quarterback. We put our trust in Geno. How long do we give him? That's the question. How long do we give Geno Smith?
I feel like give him time to have receivers, a running back, an offensive line to give him.
So you're talking about a whole nother season?
A whole nother season, maybe even 2 seasons, because you can't build a championship team in just one go. We still have many different holes in our team. So gotta look.
I don't know if the New York fans, the New York media, will have the patience.
Yeah, it's hard to play in New York because New York is like a tough environment. I mean, it's always a win now type of deal. So it's going to be hard for the fans to realize that we have to take time, but trust me, when the time comes, it's going to be worth it.
Time will tell. Time will tell with Geno. Okay, real quick preview about winter sports. We have last year's basketball team who was in the county finals. Okay, and now this year they lose one of their star players, but return a couple of really key players.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens on the big stage in basketball with the Central Islip varsity team. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. Right now, though, next segment we have a very special guest here today. I'm very, very happy to have him here. The coach of the county championship team, soccer team.
Big season, a major season.
Oh, can't wait to see this. He's coming up on our next segment. We'll be right back with Coach Willis. Welcome back. Right now on the set we have Coach Willis. Coach, you had a great season this year. I've been to a couple games myself. A heartbreaker in that last game, double overtime. Congratulations, first of all. Welcome to the set. The team did great this year, but before we hit on some of the key points in the season, I'd like everybody out there to know a little bit about Coach Willis. So, Coach Willis, what can you tell us about yourself before we get started with the guts of the interview?
Sure. Well, it was a great season, as you saw. We had an exciting, amazing season with all the players that we had returning. This was a culmination of 2 years of hard work. One of the reasons I started doing this was in 2000 when I started doing Brentwood Travel Club. We started with the boys and girls teams, and the majority of our players from Central Islip. And that's what got me going into soccer. And when I came to Central Islip, I began doing JV girls soccer with Coach Darkangelis for 1 year. And it just kept going after that. And here we are again. And I'm enjoying the season. I enjoyed what we did. And one of the reasons that I got involved in sports is for the competition as well as the opportunity to work with student athletes that we have in Central Islip.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I can tell you this, you did an outstanding job. I know there's a lot of camaraderie on the team. Everyone's looking to see what happens next year. But in every championship team, there's always a point in the year where there's a turning point. And my question to you is, what is the turning point where you saw you had something special going on in this season? Is there a time in that? Is there a time throughout the season that you can pinpoint and say to yourself, this was a special time where I knew we had something going on here?
Well, on 2 occasions. I could say at the beginning of the summer, we had entered into the Brookhaven Summer League, and we had a lot of our players returning from the previous year and who had committed and dedicated themselves to a different work ethic, becoming more of a family-oriented. Everybody taking a step back, sacrificing playing time, as well as playing as a team, as a unit. We had a lot of superstars, and everyone wanted to excel. But we needed to bring that chemistry together and understand that sometimes not everyone will play at the same time, and at other times people have to step up. And that was one occasion during the Brookhaven Summer League. We lost 2 games. I believe one was to Ward Melville. And the boys started to realize that this was a turning point. They realized that the mistakes, the errors that were made, were very simple mistakes that could be corrected, basically by players working together on the field. The second time came during the season when we first matched up with Whitman, our first round of the season. And against Whitman, we realized that this game was going to be a game that was going to decide who was going to be in first place. Sadly, we lost that game 1-0, but we learned from that mistake that not to get overconfident, to realize what could happen down the road. And as the season progressed in the second half, we realized that Walt Whitman, the team that had been undefeated, started to gain losses, and it seemed that overconfidence had affected their squad. And we began to realize that to enjoy the moment and to relish it, but to also apply ourselves to working together more. And I think that brought the unit more close together as a family, as a group. The team realized that they could do more by working together, and that's what really turned around our season. And from then on, our co-captains, Junior Cordero and Carlos Ipagari, basically led by example. The attitude was different. It was very positive throughout, but even more so during that time period. Everyone came together as a unit and realized that we had something that we can do if we work together. And that's what happened. I mean, the players responded very, very well.
It sounds like everybody has really bought into your program with the soccer team here at Central Islip. I'm very happy that you came on the show today and you did a great job answering some of the questions. Lastly, my last question for you is, if we had a crystal ball and we could look into the 2013-2014 season, what would you see happening for 2013-14 varsity soccer here at Central Islip?
Well, let me tell you, Central Islip, we have the best fans. And the fan base has created such an enormous amount of attention to the soccer program that it's reestablished the program, and more student athletes want to come out for the team. We have about 9 players returning from the original group. We're graduating maybe 13, 14 seniors at this moment. but we're looking forward to seeing our program in next season even go further in, deeper into the playoffs, and hopefully, with the end result, somehow get to those finals.
All right, well, thank you very much, Coach Velez. It's been a pleasure to have you on. You did an outstanding job.
Thank you for having me.
We're looking forward. Lastly, what I'd like to say to everyone is have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time on Sports with Mr. Black.